morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, what a shame. I'm Maddie, the sister of the groom, and now the official sister-in-law of the bride. I feel so lucky to be able to stand up here today to celebrate these two amazing people. I always knew that this day would come, where I have to say nice things about Preston, against my will. Growing up with Preston was an adventure. He is one of the most stubborn, yet kind-hearted people that I know. One of the proudest titles has always been being his big sister. I have loved getting to see Preston become the man he is today, through all of his phases. He went from his sweet baby Preston phase, to his sports goggle phase, to his rap gangsta phase, and now to the kind, Christian, and loving, now husband phase. I have always been very protective over my not-so-little brother, but Megan has allowed me to welcome her into our family with open arms. Preston has always been just as protective as me, even though I'd video and make fun of all of his crash out moments. There were a lot of those. He used to be the kid who couldn't find his shoes in the morning, and now he's marrying his soulmate. He still can't find his shoes, by the way. God really does work in mysterious ways. I could go on and bragging about my brother, again, against my will, but my most favorite thing about Preston is that I have watched him face challenges that would have knocked most people down, but he kept going. And seeing the man he is today, standing beside the love of his life, makes me a proud sister. Now on to Megan. I met Megan in high school. We played softball together. I was a senior, she was a freshman. I had known of her before through Miss Connie. Her and my mom were friends. They've been friends for a while. And I couldn't be more excited to welcome someone into my family. Preston and Megan's love story first started in middle school, believe it or not. Preston always acted like girls had cooties and never showed any interest. I was kind of wondering if he was gay, maybe, I don't know. When Preston was in middle school, I would always egg him on and ask about girls I knew in his grade and if he thought they were pretty. Every single girl that I asked him about was a hard pass, very hard pass, until I came across Megan. She was literally the only girl that he ever thought was pretty, so clearly he knew she was the one since middle school. When Preston told us he was talking to Megan, I thought, finally. I was filled with joy, first because what a full circle moment, but mainly because now we had someone else to help keep him in line. Megan, thank you for loving my brother unconditionally. Thank you for embracing all of his Prestonisms and somehow laughing at his jokes. I am so blessed that today I am gaining a sister. What I admire most about you guys' relationship is that you both are your true, authentic selves around each other. I feel so thankful that God brought you two together. Your relationship is such a beautiful example of his faithfulness. Preston, I am so proud of the man you have become. Today you gain a wife, and I gain a sister. I couldn't be happier for you both. I know marriage isn't always easy, but with God at the center, you guys will only grow stronger. So let's raise our glasses to Preston and Megan. May your lives together be filled with laughter, adventures, and love. May you always look at each other the way Preston looked at Megan in middle school. I love you both so much. Cheers! I love you.
Come on. Thank you. I love you.
All right. This is a lot more intimidating than I thought. But hi, everyone. I'm the other Maddie. And I have the honor of standing up here today, not only as Megan's co-maid of honor, but as her very lucky friend. If anyone didn't know, Megan and I met at St. Cloud State University playing softball, a sport that, well, let's just say we both have lovingly retired from. But while the game may have ended, the real win was our friendship. We officially bonded when one day at practice, I invited Megan to Crew, the on-campus Christian group. I honestly just thought it would be a fun way to hang out, but little did I know how transformative it would be for the both of us. That year, we didn't just grow in faith, we grew into sisters through fellowship of Christian athletes, discipleship, and holding each other accountable. Megan and I built something deeper than friendship. We built a foundation on Christ, way more important than any game or play we ever made on the field. In our second year, we lived together. And oh boy, let me tell you, living with Megan was all of a delight, chaos, and a test of my online shopping restraint. From late night movie marathons to deep talks over sweet treats to spontaneous praise parties and Egg the Destroyer. Yep, that's her car's name. Our days were filled of honesty, laughter, and way too many TikTok packages arriving at our front door. But in every season, whether it was grieving the loss of softball or celebrating new joys, Megan and I held true to reminding each other that joy is a choice. And often it starts with a silly dance in the kitchen. Even though I may be the newest addition to your bridesmaids, it's hard to imagine a world where I didn't know you. Preston, I haven't known you long, but man, you hit the jackpot. You're getting a wife who is fiercely loyal, full of grace, and grounded in something bigger than herself. It's a gift not just for you, but for everyone who is lucky enough to walk beside her. Megan, thank you for strengthening me, challenging me gently, and walking any journey with a big heart. That's a gift not, watching you step into marriage is so exciting, and I know you'll do even more for Preston than you've done for me, and that's pretty special. So if everyone could join me in raising a glass and cheers our lovely couple to a lifetime of joy, adventure, and just enough chaos to keep it interesting. To Preston and Megan.
Forgot.
I'm not great at speeches.
No,
You got
this. I'm not good at speeches either.
All right. Good evening, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackson, and I have the honor of standing here as Preston's best man today. Though, truth be told, I've known him for so long that calling him my best friend feels like an understatement. He's more like the brother I never asked for, but somehow got stuck with anyway. We've known each other for about as long as we've been alive. Growing up together meant we shared a lot, from playing Little League baseball when we were kids to the countless times we stayed up way too late playing video games and the hundreds of sleepovers we had that had our parents constantly listening for someone in pain. When Preston asked me to be his best man, I was honored, and I knew I wouldn't have missed it for the world. It's a real privilege to stand here today and speak about a guy I've grown up with. Now, at 21, some people are still trying to figure out how the dishwasher works, not getting married to the love of their life, and here's Preston doing both. I was never surprised when they announced their engagement, though, because all you have to do is watch him with Megan, and it all makes sense. There's something about the way they are together, the way they laugh, the way they wind each other up, and the way they look at each other like no one else in the room exists. It's rare, it's genuine, and it's something I think we all strive for in a partner. To Megan, I have to say you are an absolute saint, not only for choosing to marry this guy, but for bringing out a side of him most of us didn't know existed. You've made him a better man and slightly more punctual, which we all appreciate. Thank you for loving him, quirks and all, and for joining this great family you've inherited by saying I do. And Preston, you've done all right for yourself. You found someone who loves you for who you are, someone who will tolerate your Dallas Cowboy fandom, as well as your existence on never answering your phone on the first try. As your best friend, I can say without a doubt that you've hit the jackpot. Megan will not only be your wife, but your other best friend. And should you ever be driven astray, she will be the one person who can straighten you out. And if anyone's got the strength, stubbornness, and faith to make it work, it's you two. So to Preston and Megan, I hope for your days to be filled with happiness, your nights with peace, and may you always find joy in each other's quirks, even when it drives you crazy. Cheers to the happy couple.
Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jaden. Hi. And I have the honor of not only standing by you today, but being one of your lifelong friends. It is truly something I can never express how grateful I am to have you in my life. Now, many of you may know her as Megan, but to me, she'll always be Willie, and that name holds so many beautiful memories. I met Willie back in high school, and she's always been someone who lights up the whole room and brightens everybody's days. If there's anyone in this world that you can be your true, authentic self around, it's you. Whether you've known her for years or met her today, you can probably tell how deeply kind she is. And that is something I will always appreciate about her. And she's the kind of person that just makes you feel included and safe and loved and just always welcome around her. Through all of the laughing and the softball games and the TikTok dances and the work rants and you shooting snot onto your pants in the car, I will never forget it, and I will love it forever, and I'm glad it's on video. But one of the best things about Willie is how she has walked so boldly with Jesus. Over the years, I've watched her grow in her faith while sharing the love of Jesus with others. Through her actions and her words and the way she lives, she has helped me grow in my own faith, and I can never express my gratitude for that. I love you, and I love Jesus, and I can't thank you enough for showing me brave. It has been such an honor, and I am just so happy that then came Preston, who is such a perfect complement to everything Willie is. I've watched Willie and Preston laugh and smile and care for each other deeply over the years. Together, they're fun and adventurous, kind and faithful, and watching them love each other has been such a beautiful reminder of what God's design for marriage can look like. I can't wait to see the life you two build period. The way you'll love each other and everyone lucky enough to know you. You both have hearts that will make the world a better place. And together, I know you're going to accomplish incredible things. So here's to Willie and Preston, to a marriage full of laughter, prayer, adventure, and lots of love. Cheers!
Amen.
Not Rocky is criminal. Oh my God.
All right, it's me now. Notice something. I don't have a phone. I don't have a cue card. And if I was trying to keep up to my daughter, because she practiced like constantly for 2 months. But anyhow, first I want to start and say thank you for all making your journey out here to celebrate Megan and Preston's wedding. And thank you for Chad and Joey for hosting us on your beautiful place here. So if I'm going to start by talking about Preston a little bit. Preston's our baby boy. He's been entertaining to us our whole life, you know. And I'm going to tell a few stories. I mean, there's a lot I could tell, but I'm going to tell a few. The one that always envisions me is Maddie got her little brother to play with, and Maddie was always into her princess outfits and her princess shows, and she had Preston dressed in tap shoes and princess outfits. Yeah. So the other thing is as he grew older, and I started coaching him in sports a lot. So we were doing youth basketball, and I always remember, I think about this story, Preston, I always tell him, you got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive, Preston. And I'm sitting there coaching him. Next thing I know, he sits down there, he pushes a kid down. He starts punching him in the back. And I'm like, he gets kicked out of the game. And I come back and go, Preston, what are you doing? He's like, Dad, you told me to be aggressive. So So anyhow, well, then I actually coached him in club baseball as well. And we were in a tight game, 2-1 game. And hit came, and a guy was coming into home plate, and they called him out. And the whole the fans and everything, the team went nuts. And next thing you know, the umpire comes over and he says, "Hey, your player's kicked out." And I go, "What player?" And they said 38. And I go, "Oh crap, that's my son." And I asked him, I go, "What did you do?" And he said, "I told him he sucked." So, needless to say, Preston, the thing I would say about Preston, anybody he's ever met, of my friends, any of our family or anybody, he's always genuine. Genuine, all right, sorry, Maddie. He's genuine. People like him for whatever. So, I mean, he's great. So, but back to what Maddie pointed out, we never knew if he was really interested in girls. He just never showed much. And late in his high school years, he kind of got interested in country music. And early in 2023, he asked, "Hey, Dad, do you want to go to country music? Riley Green," with Noah and his dad. And so I was like, "Sure, let's go." And we went to the concert. And afterwards, Mom, Kim, asked the next day, "How was the concert?" And we said, "Oh, it was great." "Did you know Megan went to the concert?" She said, "I saw it on Instagram." And see, needless to say, we didn't know they kind of liked each other a lot before, but it never really came out. So next thing you know, they're chatting on social media. And the rest is history. Here we are. The one thing, Megan, I will tell you about getting to know you, you guys are like two peas in a pod. You country music, country lifestyle, you've strengthened his faith, and you've got a super foundation with John and Connie, Kim and I. You've got a sister, and you've got your positive, supportive brother right there that will always be there for you. So we wish you love and happiness, and just want you to know we will always be there for both of you in this journey of marriage. We love you both. Toast.
Have anything left?
Oh, we love you.
Hey, I need some cowbell.
Love you, Dad. Love you.
There we go.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? I guess so. Okay. All right. If you don't know already, I'm John Wilcox. I'm Megan's dad.
Captain John!
Thank you. Thank you. You may be wondering why I've brought you here tonight, but we are here to celebrate the last kid off the payroll.
She was expensive!
Also, these guys have a little something special going on. But.
That was a great speech, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you.
All done. That was it. Go home.
Well, I want to start by thanking everyone that helped us put this little circus together. Chad and Joey, we already mentioned, but thank you guys. This place is beautiful and wonderful. Thank you so much. Todd and Kim helping us put all this together, and Kim especially for keeping Connie from driving down the boat ramp. Thank you. Thank you. Sue and Steve for bringing all the beautiful flowers. Thank you. Tony and Tom bringing dinner against all odds. We got to eat tonight, so that was great. Thank you. The call-ups for the cowbells. Megan's going to get you later, but thank you. And Grandma and Grandpa Jim and Jane for bringing the beautiful cross y'all saw for the ceremony and various little knickknacks. Thank you for all that. So I've been thinking about what to say, and I remembered a friend of mine telling me not to cry, but I have to tell you, I don't think of this as losing a daughter. I think of this as losing a helper in the garage. I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you. But also gaining some fabulous in-laws. So looking forward to meeting all you guys and getting to know you better, so very exciting. I'm not good at my phone here, sorry. Thank you. Okay. So now I have a few sage words of wisdom and advice for the bride and groom. Even after 25 plus years of marriage, I can't say that I always understand Connie, but I have learned a few things. Preston, I'm going to start with you. A couple rules of thumb. Number one, if your wife seems unhappy and you ask if she's okay and she says, I'm fine, she is most definitely not fine. You may or may not be able to fix it, but that'll be up to you. Number two, if the weekend is here and you're thinking of going to play golf with your friends and you ask if that's okay and she says, fine, do whatever you want, you might need to rethink that plan. Number three, if your wife asks you about any item of clothing and says, honey, does this make me look fat? This is a trap, Preston. You must be very careful. You say, honey, you look beautiful in everything. Number four, every marriage requires compromise. What exactly do I mean by compromise? Well, when your new wife says, I think we should get another dog, and you say, I think we need to wait until we have some more space, you will compromise and immediately get another dog. Number five, understand that all conversations are being recorded for use in future arguments. So think carefully before you speak. So those are just a few rules, and you'll have to figure out the rest, but buckle up, my friend. Now for Megan. Now, some parents may have a favorite kid. I'm pretty lucky. I think both of our kids are fantastic, but definitely not the same. That's your auctioneer, Skylar. I think of Skylar as a train, rolling right along, always on time. I think of Megan as a runaway go-kart, missing a wheel and flying off the cliff. But I wouldn't have it any other way. So Megan, I have a couple rules of thumb for the new bride. Remember that husbands are simple creatures. Think German Shepherd. Loving, loyal, but not too bright and not mind readers. Try as hard as you can to just be honest, and he'll usually do whatever he can to help. Number two, men are fixers. If you tell him something is wrong, understand he's hardwired to try and fix it. If you just want to vent, maybe save that for your girlfriends. If your husband says he will do something, he'll do it. There's no need to remind him every 6 months. Having said that, the quickest way to get a man to do something to suggest he may be too old to do it. Okay? Before marriage, a man will lay awake thinking about something you said. After marriage, he'll fall asleep before you finish saying it. And lastly, marriage is like a deck of cards. You start with 2 hearts and a diamond, but in 10 years, you want a club and a spade. Just kidding, just kidding. Anyway, can't wait to see what you guys do. Cheers.
To the go-kart!